Good morning, students. So in the previous class we have discussed about geometrical isomerism in alicyclic compounds, okay, and then the methods to determine configuration of cis trans isomerism. So today we shall discuss about optical isomerism. All right. Now what is optical isomerism? The two or more compounds having same molecular formula, okay, same chemical and physical properties, but change their behavior towards plane polarized light, okay, they are called what? Optical isomers, and the phenomenon is called optical isomerism. What do you mean by changing the behavior towards plane polarized light? Some compounds rotate the plane polarized to the right, they are called dextrorotatory compounds, and some to the left, they are called levorotatory compounds, okay. Example is lactic acid. Plus lactic acid rotates the plane polarized to the right, all right, whereas minus lactic acid rotates the plane polarized to the left, okay. So this is an example for optical isomerism. Then what is optical activity? The property by virtue of which solutions of some organic compounds rotate the plane polarized is referred to as optical activity. Optical activity is the property, okay, by which solutions rotate the plane polarized. All right. Now we shall move to the next slide. So next slide, some examples are given. Isomers with the same molecular formula and structure formula but difference in special arrangement, okay. So this will contain at least one asymmetric carbon atom. Asymmetric carbon atom is also called what? Chiral carbon atom or stereocenter, okay. What is chiral carbon atom? Carbon atom attached to 4 different groups. You can see in this example, okay, you can see in the example. All right, first example, carbon atom is at the center. The groups attached, different groups attached are A and then B, C and D. All right. In the next compound also A, B, C and D, okay. So this carbon atom is known as chiral carbon atom because it is linked to 4 different atoms or groups, okay. So second one is the mirror image of the first one, or first one is the mirror image of the second one, okay. Now here you can see easily or identify easily the different groups, right? Yellow colored, red colored, green colored and blue colored. So these are different groups, and you can see the mirror image. Second compound is the mirror image of the first, or first is the mirror image of the second. All right. Now another example, NH2CHR COH, okay, that also shows optical isomerism. Why it is showing optical isomerism? There is chiral carbon atom is present, okay. Chiral carbon atom is the carbon atom which linked to 4 different groups. Which are the 4 different groups? COH, okay, and then you have one R is maybe any alkyl group, okay, methyl, ethyl, etc. You have NH2 here, you have H here, right. So second molecule is the mirror image of the first one, okay. So they are also called non-superimposable mirror images, okay. Looks like same, okay, both looks like same but they are not same, all right. Similarly, another example for non-superimposable mirror image is left hand and right hand. You can see here, okay, looks like same but they are not same, they are the mirror images, all right. Now similar physical and chemical property except for the effect on rotation of plane polar right, okay. Optical active compound, physical property same, chemical property same, even molecular formula same, but where is the difference? Rotation of plane polar right, okay. Some rotate to the right direction, you can see here clockwise rotation, some to the anti-clockwise, okay, anti-clockwise. So clockwise rotation compounds are dextrorotatory compounds and anti-clockwise rotation compounds are called levorotatory compounds, okay. So in the next example you can see, okay, the optical rotation, how much. So first molecule will be 50% right direction, rotation clockwise, second compound 50% to the left direction, okay. So when you have a mixture of these two, okay, right rotation 50%, left rotation 50%, they are one, they do not show one optical isomerism. So that mixture is called Reisman mixture, okay. So equimolar mixture of dextro and levorotatory compounds is called what? Reisman mixture. Whereas here you can have 70%, okay, right rotation or clockwise rotation. Here in this next one molecule 30% left rotation or anti-clockwise, okay. anti-clockwise, but net result is clockwise. Why? 70% clockwise ratio rotation is there, so this mixture contains higher percentage of clockwise ratio rotation, therefore the mixture will show what? Clockwise rotation, or it is a dextrorotatory molecule or dextrorotatory compound. We shall move to the next slide. Terms used in optical isomerism. Now which are the terms used in optical isomerism? First one is symmetry operations. Geometric operations such as reflection, rotation, inversion, etc., which lead to a configuration identical with the original configuration, are called symmetry operations. Alright. Now what are symmetry operations? You can have reflection, you can have rotation, you can have inversion. So but after rotating or after inversion or after reflection, you will get a molecule of which configuration is similar to the original one, then that is called what? Symmetry operation. Then elements of symmetry. These are the geometric elements of a molecule such as point, axis or plane through which symmetry operations are performed. So these are the elements of a molecule such as a point or axis, that means point of symmetry or axis of symmetry or plane of symmetry, through which symmetry operations are performed. So these are called what? Elements of symmetry. Alright. So we shall move to the next slide. Element of symmetry. Now we are going to discuss in detail what are the elements of symmetry. First one is identity, represented by E. In identity operation, no change is made in the original molecule, just like identity card of students. For example, what all things you have in the identity card? You have written here what? The roll number or register number, your name will be there, your college name will be there, and then your blood group, etc. So that will give you the identity, right? In the same way molecules also have got certain identity, definite identity. So in identity operation, no change is made in the original molecule. Rotation axis or proper axis of symmetry. So second element of symmetry is rotation axis or proper axis of symmetry. So represented by Cn. A molecule is said to possess a rotation axis if rotation through an angle, say theta, along an imaginary axis around the molecule can result in a indistinguishable configuration. Alright, what do you mean by this? You can rotate the molecule through an imaginary axis by an angle, say theta. For example, theta may be any angle in between 0 to 360 degrees. So you are rotating the molecule by any angle, so that finally what are you going to get? The resulting molecule has got the same configuration as that of original molecule. That is called rotation axis or proper axis of symmetry. Alright. The symbol C stands for axis of symmetry, and subscript N indicates the order of axis. So N indicates the order of axis, C indicates what? Axis of symmetry. Now how do you determine order N? In any molecule, how do you determine the order N? N is equal to 360 degree divided by theta. Alright, theta is the angle, so theta is equal to 360 by N, where N is the order of axis. So next slide. When N equal to 1, it is called C1 axis or trivial axis. All molecules have a trivial axis. For hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, etc., the proper axis of rotation is C2, as the angle of rotation to get identical configuration is 180 degree. Alright, you can see here the example down, HA and then HB. Alright, so you rotate this molecule by 180 degree. When you rotate by 180 degree, what happens? In the place of HA you will have HB. Alright, in the place of HB you have HA, correct? You are rotating the original molecule by 180, so that the atoms get interchanged, right? HA place you will get HB and HB place you will get HA. Once again you rotate by 180 degree. 180 degree. What happens? In the place of HB you will have HA, and in the place of HA you will have HB, right? And when you see, compare the third molecule and the first molecule, the configuration is same, right? Third molecule configuration is same as that of first molecule, right? What does that mean? So you have got the product molecule with the same configuration as that of reactant molecule. So you have rotated 180 degree, and then once again you have rotated to 180 degree. Next slide. Next, plane of symmetry sigma. Third one is the plane of symmetry sigma. It is an imaginary plane, okay, that bisects the molecule in two parts which are mirror images of each other. Okay, example mesotartaric acid. So formula of mesotartaric acid is given here. What is the formula? HCOH and then COH. Okay, one part. Similarly, you have the next carbon atom having the same groups. Okay, hydrogen atom OH and then what? COH. Okay, mesotartaric acid. You pass a plane, okay, so you divide the molecule into two exact halves, or you are passing the plane, okay. So plane of symmetry, this is the plane of symmetry. You got the two mirror images, okay. The upper half is same as that of lower half, okay. So what is plane of symmetry? It is an imaginary plane which divides the molecule into two parts which are mirror images of the each other, correct. So upper half is the mirror image of the lower half. So you have got the mirror image. Example is what? Mesotartaric acid. So mesotartaric acid has got plane of symmetry. And how do you represent symbolically? Sigma, okay. Then center of symmetry. Next is center of symmetry represented by I. It is an imaginary point through which a line drawn, okay, the line drawn meets the identical atoms at equal distances in two opposite directions. Okay, example is acetylene given, correct. Acetylene, what is the formula of acetylene? CH and then CH. In between that three bonds are there, triple bond is present, okay. So this molecule has got center of symmetry. What is center of symmetry? It is an imaginary point. You have to imagine a point, okay, at the center through which line drawn. So you are drawing the line at the center which meets the identical atoms. Which are the identical atoms on either side? One carbon and one hydrogen, okay. Identical atoms at equal distances into opposite directions. You can see in equal distance in opposite direction. One direction, right direction, for example you have CH, okay. Similar on the left direction you have CH, alright. So this molecule has got what? Center of symmetry, okay. Next slide. Fifth one, alternating axis of symmetry represented by SN or improper axis of symmetry, okay. It is also called improper axis of symmetry. The alternating axis of symmetry is an axis through which if the molecule is rotated by a certain angle and then reflected across a plane at right angles to the axis, okay. Now an example, general example has been given here. What is general example? This is general example, okay. You have four corners, okay, four corners having four groups HR, RH, HR and then RH, okay. Rotate this, okay, to the center. You draw a line and then rotate, okay, by 90 degree. What happens when you rotate the molecule by 90 degree? In the place of RH you have H and R, correct, H and R. In the place of HR you have R and H. In the place of R and H you have HR, and in the place of HR you have R and H, okay, second molecule. Now you reflect, okay, at right angles to the axis of rotation. You reflect. Reflection, you get what? Mirror image, right? Same mirror image of the second molecule you will get. That means RH is facing towards RH, HR is facing towards HR, okay. HR on the other side, same on the other side you have HR, RH and then RH, okay. So you will get a mirror image. And when you compare first molecule, okay, when you compare first molecule and the third molecule, both are one. Are you do you have the same structure, first and second, third molecule? Yes, correct. R and H, HR, RH and then HR, okay. So this is called alternative axis of symmetry or improper axis of symmetry. Since 1 and 3 are indistinguishable, okay. So 1 and 3 are indistinguishable. What do you mean indistinguishable? They are same, okay, same configuration. The molecules have got fourfold alternative axis of symmetry, okay. How do you say fourfold? 360 you divide by 90, you are given 90 degree rotation, right? Therefore 360 divided by 90 you will get 4, okay. Therefore it has got fourfold alternative axis of symmetry, okay. So next slide. Symmetric molecules. Now what are symmetric molecules? A molecule with a plane of symmetry, center of symmetry or an alternating axis of symmetry is called what? Symmetric molecule, okay. So a symmetric molecule should have what? Plane of symmetry, okay, and then you should have center of symmetry, and then you should have alternating axis of symmetry. Okay. Then what is a asymmetric molecule? A molecule with no element of symmetry of any kind. Okay. So there is no element of symmetry of any kind, that is called asymmetric molecule. Example, hand. Okay, hand does not have got to center of symmetry, plane of symmetry, or alternating axis of symmetry. Similarly, tree does not have plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, and alternating axis of symmetry. So that is an asymmetric molecule. Okay. A carbon attached to 4 different groups is asymmetric and is known as asymmetric carbon. What is asymmetric carbon? I have already told you in the previous slides. Okay. What is asymmetric carbon? Carbon atom linked to 4 different groups. Okay, that is called asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon or stereogenic center. Another name is stereogenic center. Okay, and is denoted with the asterisk mark on it. Okay, star mark on it. Okay, so this is the way of representing asymmetric carbon. Then what is the dissymmetric or chiral molecule? A molecule with no plane of symmetry. Okay, so disymmetric or chiral molecule does not have plane of symmetry. Okay, so next slide. So here there is an example of what? Lactic acid given. Carbon atom, asymmetric carbon atom, you can see at the center, or chiral carbon atom. Okay, and methyl group is linked, OH group is linked, carboxyl group is linked, and hydrogen atom. Okay, you can see all the 4 groups are what? Different, right? All the 4 groups are different. So asymmetric molecule with a chiral carbon. So this is an example for asymmetric molecule with a chiral carbon atom. Alright, the terms chiral and achiral are also used to designate dissymmetric. Okay, dissymmetric and then non-dissymmetric molecules respectively. Okay, next slide. Here I have another example, D-alanine and L-alanine. So D-alanine, okay, mirror image is L-alanine, you can see. Okay, so D-alanine, you have methyl group, you have carboxyl group, you have amino group, you have hydrogen atom. Okay, and then L-alanine, it is a mirror image. Okay, one is dextro and one is levo. Next slide. Condition for a molecule to exhibit optical activity. What are the conditions for a molecule to exhibit optical activity? Molecule should possess chiral carbon. Okay, in order to exhibit optical activity, okay, you should possess what? Chiral carbon. Okay, then it should be asymmetric. Molecule should be asymmetric. So these terms already we have discussed in the previous slides. The mirror image of a dissymmetric molecule is not superimposable. Okay, all asymmetric molecules are dissymmetric, but all dissymmetric molecules are not necessarily asymmetric. Molecule should not possess any kind of element of symmetry. Okay, should not be any kind of element of symmetry. Then molecule should rotate plane polar right. So optical activity, in order to show optical activity, molecule should rotate the plane polar right. Okay, either to the right or left direction. Next slide. Optical activity, plane polar right. Ordinary light vibrates in all possible directions. If such a beam of light is passed through a Nicol prism, the resulting beam has waves vibrating in the same plane. Okay, ordinary lights vibrates in all directions. Okay, but if it is passed through Nicol prism, you get a beam of light, okay, which vibrates only in the same plane. That is called what? Plane polarized light. So that light is called plane polarized light. Alright. Now light whose vibrations occur in a single plane only, known as plane polarized. Okay, and the phenomenon is known as polarization. So any light whose vibrations occur only in single plane, that is called what? Plane polarized, and the phenomenon is called what? Polarization. Next slide. You can see the here diagram, okay, of showing what? Plane polarized light, okay, and then unpolarized light. You can see the diagram. You have the light source, okay, the light passing, okay, will have one vibrates in all directions, okay, all directions. So you are passing through polarized filter, and then you get one the polarized light which vibrates only in one direction. Okay, only in one direction. Unpolarized, you can see here, okay, that is not passed through, like called prism, light source, unpolarized. Okay, so polarizing filter, plane polarized light. Okay, so polarized light versus unpolarized light. So polarized light vibrates only in one direction. Okay, one direction. Next slide. Dextro and levorotatory substances. When plane polarized light is passed through certain substances or solutions, it rotates either towards the clockwise direction or towards the left, that is anti-clockwise direction. Substances rotate the plane right are known as optically active, and the phenomenon is called what? Optical activity. Okay. Substances which rotate the plane of polar right to the right are called dextrorotatory and represented by the sign D or positive sign. Okay. Substances which rotate the plane polar right to the left are called levorotatory and represented by one minus sign. Here once again diagram is given. Okay, diagram is given, levorotatory isomer, plane polar right. Okay, we can view here rotation to the left, rotation to the right. Okay, diagram. Now optical isomerism in lactic acid. Lactic acid, three forms of lactic acid are known. Two are optically active and the third is optically inactive. Lactic acid molecular formula I already told you in the previous slides. Okay, CH3, CHOA, CH3. So it has got one chiral carbon. Can you see here? Chiral carbon is the one, or stereogenic center is the one which is linked to four different groups or atoms. So plus lactic acid. Mirror image is the minus lactic acid. You can see the mirror image, OH group facing towards OH group. Okay, mirror image. Plus or minus lactic acid, that is optically inactive. Why it is optically inactive? It is a mixture of equimolar mixture of plus lactic acid and then minus lactic acid. Okay, plus lactic acid is optically active because it rotates the plane polar right to the right. Minus lactic acid rotates to the left. Okay, so this is one optically active. These are optically active. But there is one more category which is optically inactive, that means equimolar mixtures of plus and minus. Okay, minus, that is called plus or minus lactic acid, optically inactive. Plus lactic acid, next slide, it rotates the plane of polar right to the right and is called dextrorotatory. Minus lactic acid rotates the plane of polar right to the left, it is called levorotatory. It is the mirror image of plus lactic acid. Plus minus lactic acid does not rotate the plane of polar right. It is equimolar mixture of plus and minus forms and is optically inactive. Okay, optically inactive. Okay, next slide. You can see here plus lactic acid. Okay, CH3, OH, COH, H plus lactic acid, minus lactic acid here clockwise direction rotation. Okay, minus anti-clockwise, you can see here anti-clockwise rotation. Okay. Now, so I will stop at this stage. Okay, so at this stage, any doubts, you are always welcome. Okay, to clarify your doubts. Thank you.